Aloha! Thank you for the opportunity for me to work with Guinness. He's been a lot of fun, and he's a really, really special dog. He's such a sweetheart. Your goals for Guinness were to gain more attention when you're outside, loose leash walking, and possible toy aggression. And he's been doing really, really well. And of course, because he stayed the 4 weeks, we had a lot to work on. So I really look forward to showing him off for you. One thing that I implemented with Guinness to help gain his attention is the clicker. And what a clicker is a tool that tells the dogs, yes, you're doing the right thing and you're going to receive a reward. The power of the clicker is it creates a thinking dog, a dog that offers behaviors in hopes to hear the click and receive a treat. He's very responsive to this because he loves his treats. So on our walks, you'll see that he turns to look at me a lot. He'll do a lot of check-ins in hopes that he hears his clicker and he receives a treat. We don't have to use the clicker all the time, although I would suggest the first week that you're home that you use the clicker a lot, just so that he knows that he has to do the same things with you as he did with me. And then you can go ahead and start fading the use of the clicker. But click always means treat, and it means he's being a good boy. Besides the clicker on our walks, we also taught him look, and look means to look at me instead of look at what you're distracted with, and also leave it. Let's see if he'll do this here. Leave it. Good, leave it. Good, leave it. I tossed a treat on the ground and he left it alone. But leave it means to leave the cats alone, the birds alone. If he's smelling something too long, to leave the smell alone. On our walks, I do allow him to stop and smell things. He's a dog, so I think it's important that he's able to do those things. So that helps redirect him on his walks, which you, excuse you, Guinness. Where are you going? Guinness, leave it. Good, leave it. Which you'll be able to see how we can redirect him with giving him different options. Good boy, Guinness. Another wonderful thing that I implemented to help him from not jumping on you when you come home or not jumping on friends or working a long down stay is called spot. And what spot means is that he goes to his mat and lays down and stays until you give him further direction. Guinness, 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 go spot. Good. Good spot. So he can be, I've been about 10 feet away from him and been able to ask him to go spot, and he'll go lay down on his mat and stay until further direction. But this is very helpful because it helps redirect him if he's really, really excited, jumping. I can ask him go spot, and he'll go to his spot and down stay until you give him further direction. And he's been doing very, very well with this. I'm very pleased. It's a harder behavior because he's leaving you and working away from you, but he's doing a great job. Another example of go spot is in the house. So when I'm making breakfast or dinner, Guinness, Guinness, go spot. Go spot. Good boy. I'd ask him to go spot and he would down stay. It's a great opportunity for me to work on a long down stay, but he's also working on spot. So you can practice this again when you're walking in the door from work, when friends come over, when you're eating to prevent him from being right by your feet at the dinner table. But spot is a very, very beneficial behavior. I understand another very important behavior for dogs is coming when called, so we worked our recall a lot. Guinness, Guinness, come. Good boy. Good, come, sit. Good boy. Good boy, Guinness. Good boy. Stay. Guinness, come. Good, come. Good, come. Good. Stay. Guinness, come. Good, come. Good, come. So he's been doing really well with that. I haven't taken him to a park off leash. We've used, they can't see you. Here, here. I haven't taken him to a park off leash and tried his recall just because, you know, I don't want to take a chance of him running away, but he's responding very, very well, much quicker and much more reliable than when he first came. So his recall is doing very, very well. And I'll practice his recall when we're on our walks, or again, I take him to the parks with long leashes so he can just cruise around and do what he wants to do. But oh, excuse you. Go to the park and does what he wants to do, and then I call him and he's coming very well. Even when there's a lot of things going on, like kids playing their basketball or soccer games, but he's responding really well to the recall. Okay, now working with loose leash walking for the dogs, I always tell people the key is engaging with your dogs. Theoretically, the more you reward your dogs for paying attention to you on their walks, the more they should pay attention to you. So anytime Guinness turns and checks in on me, Guinness, I'll go ahead and reward him. When we start off with our walks, I clip his leash onto his back, and I use a long leash in a safe area so that he has time to get his yayas out. I really don't care, as long as he's not pulling me hard. I just kind of let him cruise, smell, go potty, and then when we're in for loose leash walking, I use a waist leash and he's right by my side. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Okay, so with his, when I first start him off on his walks, the long leash, again, a safe environment. You can come right in. But I'll just let him smell and do what he wants to do. If he's smelling something for too long, I'll just tell him to leave it. Guinness, leave it. Guinness, leave it. When he leaves it, I click and reward him. I let him know thank you for leaving it. But it's his time just to cruise around. I find it really helps, as long as he's not pulling you down the street. I find it really helps him focus on me when I'm doing a regular walk. Anytime he turns to check in on me, I reward that. And I might also work on a recall here and there too. Okay. Gonna sit. Now for loose leash walking, I have him on a shorter leash and it's clipped at the chest. I'll take this leash off, but I'll reward him for staying right next to me. Okay, good boy, Guinness. And again, engaging with the dog. So reward him for looking at you, talk to him, tell him he's being a good boy, do turns every once in a while to keep his attention focused on you. But if you're not engaging with Guinness on your walks, if you're not giving him attention, why should he give you attention? So I know that's one of the things you really wanted me to work on, is gaining his attention in distracting situations. The key to that is engaging with them and rewarding him, making it worth his while to pay attention to you. So I'll just demonstrate some of the things that I do to keep his attention on me. Okay, Guinness. Good boy. Being such a good boy right now. Yeah. That's a good boy. Good boy, Guinness. Good boy. Good boy, Guinness. Good. So how to keep Guinness's attention? Reward him for paying attention to you. Turns, talk to him, tell him to look. Guinness, look. Tell him to leave it if he's smelling something too much, but engage with him on your walks and he should pay attention to you a lot more. Overall, I'm very, very pleased with Guinness's progress. He's, again, a very, very special dog. He's very, very sweet. I really didn't have a lot of problems with the toy aggression. If he did growl, I took the toy away, but there was another dog that they both growled with each other playing tug-of-war, and there was no threat, so I didn't stop their play. They were playing fine. They were playing in their doggy ways. So you wanted me to work on toy aggression, but he really didn't elicit that behavior too much, so I didn't have the opportunity to work on it. But if he does this with you, it's just taking the object away that he's being possessive about. Your first 5 to 7 days that you get him home is going to be the most critical, that you're consistent on your training. When he gets home, he will try to revert back to old behavior, but as long as you follow through with the things that he's learned here and the things that you'll review on the video and that we'll review together when you pick him up, you're going to be golden. You have a very, very good dog. I just made him, I want the shade too, Guinness. I just fine-tuned him a little bit. So thank you guys very much. Know that I'm always here for you to help answer any questions that you have. Aloha. Guinness, where are the bubbles?
Look at the bubbles.
Guinness has been having fun chasing. Blow more, Kaden, blow more. Guinness has been having fun chasing the bubbles. It's pretty funny. Of course, now that I try videotaping, he probably won't. Oh, there they are. Blow more, blow more. It's fun for all. Guinness, where are the bubbles? Good times, good times.
No more bubbles.
Go for it. Guinness, where are the bubbles?
Right here.
Where are the bubbles?